So I got my citizenship like a month and a half ago. Yeah, a month and a half ago. It was good to be an American. Yeah, I was researching a bunch of American folk songs like "Country Road." That's the only one I know actually. I can sing it out for you guys if you're interested. Yeah. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. That's all I actually know. But actually, whenever I tell people I'm from Nigeria, they have this this weird preconceived notion that I'm a prince or something like that. So this time, this guy asked me like, "So dude, do you own like a lot of land?" So I looked at him. I was like, "Yeah, dude, man. I own a lot of cows, man. I have this castle back home. My parents own a lot of land. If you're interested, you can come there. Just give me your social security number and we'll get there." And he was like, "Really, man?" And I was like, "Of course. What's your social security number?" This man actually gave me a social security. So I was like, "Wait, really? You're actually giving? I'm gonna take your identity. This is great." I didn't. Jail is too much time for me, being a prince and all. But the other time, I went to get my citizenship. While I was going there, from the ride to Kansas City back to Springfield, because I had to say like the oath, because like there's 5 different like processes you have to take for the citizenship thing, because bureaucracy is a fantastic thing, isn't it? But I went there and we were coming back from Kansas City. We stopped at Osceola, and the thing about Osceola, and the thing about the gas stations at Osceola is you walk in there and there's not a single black man in sight. So I walked in and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a strong black man. I'm gonna walk in there with a group of white people just staring at me. So I walked in and puffed my chest out like the strong man I am, and I looked at them and I said, "Howdy." Like without my filter being on, I was like, "Oh shit, that's racist!" I said that out loud, and they looked at me like hard stares, and I was like, "Guys, I promise you, my best friend is white." They looked at me and they started laughing, and I was like, "Wow, I like these guys." And I was like, "What's your names?" And they're like, "We're not telling you that." And I was like, "Okay, it's fine." "Where's the bathroom?" The guy said right. I turned left. For whatever reason, I was just like way too scared. So I started walking left, and I was like, right. He said right. Let me go right. So I walk into the bathroom, walk back out, and I look at them, and I had this like deathly stare, and I was like, hey. Like we had this like connection, like a mind connection. I was like, hey, we're still cool, right? And they gave me this look like, no, get out of my store. And I was like, okay, I gotta leave. So I walked in, and I told my sisters, I was like, guys, I felt how it feels to be a white guy. And they're like, what are you talking about? That's weird. You're not a white guy. So I get in the car and we're driving off. And my dad likes to, for some reason, this man loves to go super fast for no reason. Like, I know it's the highway and all, but 100 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone, it's not a good thing. So we get stopped by Border Patrol to give my dad a ticket. And my sisters are in the back. Like, we're stopped. The guy takes, like, forever, as all like policemen do. We're there, my sister's like, we're gonna get arrested. And I looked at them and I said, guys, no, we're not. I'm a white guy now. So I rolled down the window, and the rational part of me was like, David, do not tell them you are a white guy. And I said, I will. So the guy pops up. He asked my dad for his registration and stuff. My dad has this thick Nigerian accent. So the guy's probably like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. He's probably going to ask for my social security number. I just want to get out of here and go home. And I'm just like, hey, officer. And my rational part's like, David, stop. You're going to ruin it for everyone. I was like, you know, I totally get where you're coming from. Just a few minutes ago, I experienced how it feels to be a white guy. You must have it rough. And I totally understand that. It's totally fine. We have a connection here. I felt how it feels to be a white guy for a solid 5 seconds. And you, an officer, you have to deal with this. And that's totally okay. You know those, forgive me for my language. I don't mean to insult any black people here. But I looked at him and I was like, it's okay. It's the nigger's fault. And he looked at me, he's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And I was like, okay, I think that didn't work out. So I rolled back my window and I was like, okay, I guess I'm not a white guy. So I go back home and I tell my friends, I'm like, wow, that's the dumbest story you've ever told us. And I said, yeah, it is. But the thing is, I got to experience how it feels to be a white guy. So from now on, I'm gonna put a flag on my car, and I'm gonna blow it through the wind, playing some good old-fashioned country music as the American I am. Feels good to be an American. So I went up to my boss and I brought my, there's this pamphlet they give you, like they give you these books and stuff. Like no one's gonna read them, they're just like, they give it to you and you have to pay for them, the whole citizenship thing, because they feel like you just need them for no reason. Like you've already passed the test, you don't need anything else. But I got the pamphlet, it had like 2 American flags in there. So I busted into my workplace, I didn't really kick down the door, but I opened it like slowly so I could like keep the flags in my hand. And I just like slid it in. And I busted in there, and I started waving the flags around. I'm like, guys, I'm an American. And I work in a call center, so like you really shouldn't be screaming. So my boss looks at me, he's like, David, people are on calls, what are you talking about? So I walked to him and I'm like, dude, see these flags? See these flags right here? These 2 flags I have in my hand? I'll give you one of them. We'll have an American swordplay fight. We'll fight with these flags. And he's like, David, are you here to work, or like what are you here for? And I was like, actually, I came to check payroll. Also to give you a flag. You want one? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll take one. But what is this? Why are you here? Like, this is your day off, isn't it? And I was like, yeah. But the thing is, I'm one of you guys now. So we had an American swordplay fight. Actually, we didn't. I imagined in my head, but like, still, it felt good. So I walked out of there, and I was very happy American. That's all I gotta say to you guys.